super serial, you guys. It's super fucking serial, you guys. School of Thought, Summer School 3, the tres. We are out here. Let's swan dive right the fuck into it. First match of the night. Chuck Deasy from Oklahoma City versus Ice Cold from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, second time we're seeing Chuck Deasy. He had the nice little showing against Headache in that last event. First time we're seeing Ice Cold, and I know that a whole demographic or a section of the School of Thought audience. Might follow battle rap casually or whatever. They don't really, they come to School of Thought events and they follow School of Thought, but they don't really follow the battle rap world. So if you're one of these cats that don't know who Ice Cold is, the dude is a problem. That's who he is. He's, this is outside of, Duo being the only other cat that comes in my mind. This is probably the most highly anticipated debut in School of Thought. You know what I mean? And the story goes, back in the day when that Oklahoma City, Tulsa event was going to happen, I, went over, checked out a bunch of those, the Cash Rap Battle League, got introduced to Cash Rap Battle League, saw this cat named Jay Freeze. Thought he was all right, nothing too impressive. Didn't think he was whack at all. You know what I'm saying? Just nice, solid battle rapper. Moved on. Then somebody puts up a link to this cat named Ice Cold from Tulsa in a Trap House Battle League, and dude is nice. And I'm like, who is this dude? Yada yada. Seen another battle from him. From same time period, same league. The dude is nice. So I'm like, who is he? How do I not know who he is? He's from Oklahoma. Yada yada. Turns out. He, Ice Cold is Jay Freeze. You know what I'm saying? Which is the difference in the talent in the two cats was that much different. Had I saw what I saw from Ice Cold from Jay Freeze, I'd have took notice of that shit immediately. I said, versus Chuck Deasy. Now, I fuck with Chuck Deasy because Chuck Deasy has got this real deliberate fucking deliver, almost like a storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting to the punch. He's like he's telling a story. He's not just delivering a punchline. It's like he's telling a story to get to the punchline. You know what I mean? I fuck with Chuck. Both of these cats. I expect big things from both of these fucking cats. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Second battle of the night is brought to you by the year 2012. Blaze One from Dallas, Texas versus Ronnie Harris, the Dean. Now, what a lot of you cats probably don't know is there is a board, a message board. This is the alumni board. It's a closed board. It's for the inner circle cats, and we discuss ideas and stuff on this board. Back in the day, this matchup is one that got brought up all the time, and there was beef over it and shit talkings, and it get qualmed and rehashed. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Oil and matches, the whole fucking call out from Blaze One. You know what I'm saying? This is some shit that's been in the work for a long time. Now, a lot of you new dudes, new cats probably may or may not know much about anything or much about Blaze One. Let me break down who Blaze One is. A lot gets made of who rapped where and what's the best appearance in most prestigious league or whatever. To me, in my opinion, the most prestigious appearance outside of School of Thought goes to Blaze One. He was battling in Grind Time. In Grind Time's heyday. How the scene, everybody looks at URL as the NBA, the pinnacle of battle rap or whatever. For a minute, Grind Time was that, and Blaze One battled there during that situation, during that time frame. You know what I'm saying? So the dude has got a fucking resume, and this is years before School of Thought even. So dude's got a resume. As far as what he does in the ring, he's going to do a little bit of everything, and he's going to do it all really fucking well. He's really fucking well rounded, He's going to have multis, and he's going to have personals. He's going to have some shit that the crowd can identify with. You never know what the fuck is going to come out of Blaze One's mouth, because I've seen Blaze One drop an N-bomb in one battle and have slavery jokes for a black opponent in another battle. So you don't know what the fuck's going to come out of his mouth. And if you don't know the battles that I'm talking about, go do your Googles. Go look it up, rack up some views. You need to know, you need to see this shit. It's the School of Thought history. And on the other end of the octagon is going to be Ronnie Harris, the fucking Dean. Now, some point in time in the early days of School of Thought, I kind of thought, Ronnie Harris puts on School of Thought. He's the man behind the scenes, and he puts on School of Thought, and he just happens to battle rap in School of Thought too. And I don't know at what point it just changed, and not that I didn't take him serious as an MC or whatever, because he could rap even then in the early days, you know what I'm saying? But it's just now, at some point, in my mind, it switched, and now Ronnie Harris battles in School of Thought at a high fucking level, and he just happens to put it on. The putting on is almost a secondary thought, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, I want to address this shit. A lot of times, I've seen it flat out said in other leagues boards, and it kind of gets implied here and there on the School of Thought boards and stuff, that it's corny, or you can't take it serious, or there must be some type of bias that Ronnie Harris battles in his own league, or is so good in his own league you can't be taken serious or whatever. And I don't understand how that shit is a check in the negative column, because that's a positive if you ask me. Like, because if you battle in School of Thought, what you got to do? You agree to the matchup, you write bars, rehearse bars, perform the bars, and then your job's done. You go party, wait for your views. Ronnie Harris, if you're Ronnie Harris, before any of that shit happens, you have to get enough money to do the thing. Secure a venue, get a video guy, get an audio guy, network, and deal with battle rappers' egos and faggotry, and I 3-0'd him and he ain't on my level, and I have 112 views, so I need some money. All that shit gets the matchups made. Then he has to write bars, record bars, and rehearse bars and all that shit. Then when he's done rapping, he's still working technically. You know what I'm saying? He can't even party. He's got a hand. If a bitch in the bathroom ODs on heroin, Pulp Fiction style, talk that Pulp Fiction shit, Ronnie gets to talk to the fucking cops and explain what the fuck's happening. That's Ron. That responsibility falls on Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? And anybody thinking it's bias, any type of biasness in any aspect of School of Thought, is kind of a slap in my face personally, because I'm the only motherfucker that has been front and center outside of a handful of battles, not events, just a handful of battles that I wasn't front and center, expected to, whether it was in a judging capacity or just expected to give my opinion, because what I'm saying, motherfuckers, put some weight into what I say. My word holds some weight. What I'm saying, expected to give my opinion on who won and why, and give actual reasons and all that. That's me. I'm the guy that's known for that shit. And having said that D-Lo Ronnie Harris battle, I gave the battle to D-Lo. Walking away from the venue that night, I said, super fucking close battle. Got to go with somebody. I'm going with D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not scared, if the most respected and unbiased motherfucker is saying Ronnie Harris, the dean, lost, how the fuck can it be biased? You know what I'm saying? My allegiance is to the bars. I don't give a fuck about who, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any allegiance to anybody or organization. If I thought somebody was better or not better, that's what I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's got any bias comments, so yeah. So these two motherfuckers are going to clash, and it's going to be crazy. You don't have to have been there from the early days to appreciate what the fuck is going to go down in the ring. Just show up and watch. You know what I'm saying? But for any of you old motherfuckers, old school motherfuckers like me that's been around since the early School of Thoughts, you know what it is. Stop rapping like that, you annoying faggot. Yes. All right. Super serial main event shit. The return of Tyler Reed versus the Young Hungry Wolf LA. This shit is really interesting to me on several levels. Let me break them down as battle rappers first. First off, Tyler Reed, vet, legend in the scene, the state, whatever the fuck. Go back. If you don't know, you need to know. Go back. It's all there for you to see. Consistently the most dope consistently, whatever it is. The dude has been gone for a while. I think he said 2.5 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this is a what have you done from battle rap, is a what have you done for me what have you done for me lately situation. The question it stands is, if you're on a treadmill and you get that bitch up to 8, 9, 10 miles per hour or whatever it is, and you jump off real quick and take a break for a few minutes, can you jump back on that motherfucker at the same speed, at the 10 miles an hour like everybody else? Or are you going to stumble and fall? You know what I'm saying? Can Tyler Reed hop back in and throw, and still got them bows sharp? You know what I'm saying? Sharpened. Now, LA is a cat that I've had the pleasure of seeing grow up battle wise. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing him the first couple times and thinking, oh, this cat gets it. I see the potential. He's not there yet, but I see, you know what I'm saying? And now he's there, wherever the fuck I thought there was when you know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker is there, you know what I'm saying? And you won't see a motherfucker that's more, that fucks with his bars and your bars and their bars and the reactions and the whole battle, the whole situation than in LA. You know what I'm saying? The dude appreciates battle rap, the culture. These two, oh man, these two dudes both have a lot riding on it. This is important. I think equally as important. Tyler wants to jump in this motherfucker and show I ain't lost shit. I'm fucking Tyler Reed still, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And LA wants to get in that motherfucker and say, you know what I'm saying? Ronnie says, I'm still on you, or what he wants to get on Tyler Reed too. I'm still on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that, he's got that. He wants to get in there with the fucking legends and certify himself as a vet and a legend and all that shit. And with a win or a fucking good showing, that's what it is for, you know what I'm saying, for LA. Now, on a personal note, this battle is fucking white on white crime, and I love it to death. And let me explain why. Because it's white on white crime, and these two cats are at two separate ends of the Caucasian spectrum. All right, Tyler Reed is down here on this end of the Caucasian spectrum with the 9-to-5 and the family and the 401k and the paying the taxes, and LA is down here on the fucking end of the Caucasian spectrum with the I'm the token white boy and I got the fucking loud on me. And I might really fucking low key, I might really fucking shoot you on the low. You might really got to worry about that for real. You know what I'm saying? He's got that shit. He's on that end of the Caucasian spectrum. And I fuck with it because I see it, but I have been and am both of them fucking Caucasians on both ends of that Caucasian scale. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't wait. I love it to death. I fuck with both ends of the Caucasian spectrum, and I want to see which overcomes. Who, you know what I'm saying? Clash of the Caucasians, and it's like that. So that's the battles. June 25th, 89th Street Collective. Now there's gonna be beat battles, and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have a DJ, all that stuff. I'm pretty sure it's a bar. There's only 3 battles now, outside of the beat battles and everything. But I feel like each one of these fucking battles, aside from each battle just going to be quality than a motherfucker. Each one, and there ain't a motherfucker in here that isn't going to bring the fucking, you know what I'm saying, bring the house with them. Every one of these battles either at least has the potential to or will for sure shape and change everybody's top 5. You know what I'm saying? It's like every battle, this event from top to bottom is going to shape, mold, and change everybody's top 5. Now, my boy C4 put up the fucking verse tracker list, and he had, you know what I'm saying, and he started the blogs and this, he was stirring up the shit and everything, you know what I'm saying? So everybody had their little top 5 in their blogs and the blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? So no matter who you are, what you think, who is on your top 5 and who's not in your top 5, this fucking event is going to change your fucking top 5. For real. Be there.